Today on the channel, we got a superstar so nice, they named her twice with WWE Basics Series 6 Throwback, Kelly Kelly.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here with another WWE Mattel unboxing and review, and today on the channel from Basics Series 6, yes, you heard that right, Series 6, we got the basic edition of Kelly Kelly. But for all your basic needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Gotta get a deal out there. And we're doing an old school throwback unboxing video. As you guys do know, I dabble in the basics. Would love to be complete in them. Just not enough room, just not enough money to do something like that. But I do dabble in some key ones. And there's a lot of good basics over the 143 different series that have been released so far as I'm filming this. And this Kelly Kelly is one that's eluded me for a long time. And we do know these early basics from back in the early Mattel days. These are basically female elite figures. The articulation is the same as elite, so the more you know out there. But this Kelly Kelly I never did pick up. Of course, I do have her traditional elite in my collection. We'll do some comparisons to that in a little bit. But I knew I needed this one in my collection, and this one has always been a fairly high-priced figure. I've never been willing to put the money down for this one here. However, I went to my local toy show just recently, and they had this, and I did a little haggling out there. Got to get a deal as usual. Ended up getting this for $15. So that is a heck of a good price if you ask me. Now the card is a little bit beat up, I understand that, but I'm unboxing it, so it doesn't matter. I'm not going for mint on card here. So this worked out for me. So this plugged a hole, there you go, in my collection needs. And for $15, I felt that was a heck of a nice price here for Kelly Kelly. Like I said, a girl so nice, they named her twice. But Kelly Kelly looking only like a Kelly Kelly can look in this old school throwback edition unboxing. But of course, in this review, we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And whenever I see this style packaging design, it always reminds me of when Mattel first got the license. And they got all those figures out January 1st. Was it 2010? 2010, I believe it was. Maybe 11. 2010, I think. But all the stores had these everywhere, and I just remember going there to look and check it out and saying, you know, wrestling figure collecting, not for me anymore. And I've told the story about how I got back into wrestling figure collecting. It was a short window, but there was a bit of a sense of relief when Jax lost the license, and I said, I can't start this madness all over again. And then there was one thing that brought me back out of the madness, and the rest, as we do say, is history. But when I see this style of packaging, I just remember looking in the aisle, wow, these are cool, these are different. I guess I'm glad to just be done. So I remember back to that thought process. But definitely a historic packaging design. I mean, this goes way back. Does it say 2010 on here? I'm sure it does. Yep, 2010 right there. This goes way back in time, 13 years ago. It's crazy how long Mattel has had the license. They're obviously doing something right to keep the license this long. So definitely old school packaging. Love the posed figure. That was another thing in the early Mattel days. We got figures packaged in there in different poses. I always thought that was really cool as well. Kelly Kelly name right there. WWE logo at the top. Little glamour shot. Nothing too fun on the sides. You got Kelly Kelly there. And we're going to collect the rings down low. You got a little glamour shot of Kelly. And then we got the cross sell. Who else is in Series 6? We got Drew McIntyre, old school style. Ted DiBiase Jr., Kelly Kelly, of course, Edge. We got a good-looking Big Show in The Miz. I think that's from their tag team maybe back in the day. Display stand included. How about that? We got a display stand with this one as well. So very cool packaging design. Very nostalgic, really, is what this one is. But it's time to get Kelly Kelly out of the package and into our hearts and onto my table right here. I need to get her on the table right now, and that's what I'm going to do. Kelly Kelly coming out of the package. Coming out hot right there. Looking good. See you later, old packaging. Goodbye. And there it is. Old Kelly Kelly. Like I said, a name so nice, they named her twice. There it is. Looking good. We're going to pop her out. There it is. There it is. All right, see you later. Talk about getting the most out of your molds, packaging design, things like that, just by changing the packaging design so everybody could be somewhat uniform. Probably save Mattel all kinds of money at the end of the day. But we do remember back to the old days, we did get these old school black stands. And a lot of people do ask me from time to time on the channel, Kyle, why do you use black stands with your wrestlers? Well, if you go back to the early infancies of the line, they were all black stands. So it was a natural continuation right there. Now, I prefer to be clear stands, but now I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep. Got to keep with the black stands right there. You do get the Kelly name card here. Those just fit right on the front. An interesting idea, and of course the ebbs and flows of business. You throw things against the wall, see what sticks. This stuck for a little while, then they said, you know what, people don't really need the stands. You know what, people don't need this file card. Let's just get rid of all that. We'll save some money, and the rest is history. But it is nice to get this little stand here. You guys know me, I love taking a final stand. I'm here for that. But now we get old Kelly out of the package here. And as I did say, elite style articulation on this figure because that's how female figures were in the basic line for quite some time. So it does look really good. I do know this is Kelly's face. Somebody gives this to me. A little bit more cartoony like we saw with the early days from Mattel. But you got the blonde hair going on. A beautiful top on her. Showing everybody what's going on. She's ready to do some of those dancing on the ECW show back in the day. But Kelly looking pretty good. Nice white and pink attack going on down to the white boots. Got the white socks going on. Of course, a time before pinless joints right here, as we do know. But I think this is a good passable Kelly for 2010. There's no doubt about it. Now, articulation, her arms do go around. You do get a bicep cut. Single jointed elbow, of course. Hands back and forth. Head, pretty limited with that hair all over the place. And then you do get the waist. You do get the big old Kelly splits if you do need them. Legs do go up, bend at the knee, a little thigh cut action, never hurt anybody. And then you got the boot cut, and then you get the ankles back, forth, up and down. Of course, she should fit on a ringside stand, but I'm guessing we're going to use this Mattel stand for her since that's what she came with. But she does fit very well on the stand there. So pretty much what you expected it to be, I would say. I kind of knew what I was getting myself into with this one here, but a very cool old one. And like I said, the old female basics, especially that never got elites, are worth tracking down. Some of them fairly pricey, but they all have, of course, the elite style articulation, which is pretty cool. But of course, we did get a different Kelly from a little later on. Definitely an upgrade to this Kelly. I absolutely do love this one here. Once again, looks like Kelly, just a couple years older. A little bit more cartoony in the face here, but the soft goods are great. The Divas title, remember that thing? We got that going on. So really pick your poison in the Kelly thing. Somebody get Mike Knox out there. Maybe I'll dig out his basic as well. I can put him with this Kelly. Who knows? But Kelly, for what this is and the price I got it at, hey, it works for me at the end of the day. Not bad, and I think that is the final female figure I needed off my Mattel basic checklist. So nice to kind of complete a little goal. You set your mind to it, and you just play that long game, and then you end up completing that goal at a toy show, and you're just least expecting it. There's something special about that as well. But Kelly, Basic Series 6, worth 15 bucks, I'll tell you that much. There you go. But what say you? Do you have this one? Did you pick it up back in the day? Any early Mattel thoughts out of you? What were your feelings when you first saw the Mattel figures on the stands? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content. Yes, it is true. More content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Early access to videos like this. Bonus content, exclusive content, early videos. You name it. It's all over there on the old Patreon. And best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for the great Kelly, I'm Kyle. And I'll see you guys all real soon.